southbound. I've been hellbound, riding on the midnight train. Going too fast now, think I ought to slow down, standing in the pouring rain.
All right.
What's up, guys? Back to another episode of the One Hell of Life Outdoor Podcast. As you can see, we have quite the different setup here. Tony is in Illinois with Cal, which you're familiar with from a couple different podcasts now, and they're been smashing some honkers and some mallards.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Let's go. The only reason why I like this state is for the outdoors part of it. Of course, originally from here, but to get back up here and where it actually gets cold and there's snow on the ground and honkers' feet are out. Dude, come on. Come on. It's been an experience, though.
I was jealous of the videos you guys were sending today. That was fun.
Dude, I freaking hate doing anything with that, dude. And it's a bummer. I'm just like, if anything, it'll set more fire on the next time. I said, I'm going up to Cows. He's going to be like, yeah, dude, listen, I'm taking PTO. I'm going.
I would if I could, but
so we got to get Tristan up here as soon as possible.
Well, especially, I mean, and even just dude, when you pick one of these big dogs up for the first time, I picked that thing up. I was like,
yeah, it's not as far from a mallard, Jake.
Dude, I'm looking at these specs on his wall. And I'm like, they're just so much smaller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. That picture of you holding that one stretched out really put it in perspective.
Yeah, dude, I wasn't like sticking my arm, well.
Yeah, like the bass
like
fisherman picture.
Yeah, no, I was just.
And that was an average size one. Like honestly,
that wasn't even a giant.
We didn't kill any monsters today, but that was a good one. But it wasn't like one you got to drag through the corn because you're not going to wear your shoulder out picking it up. Just drag them like a garbage bag across the stalks and throw them as far as you can.
So I don't know if I realized this last time you were on, Cal, but like for some reason I was thinking like those graders, like those were kind of mixed in, but that's kind of like a rare thing, I guess, to kill one of those, huh?
Yeah, like the real graders, the true bloodline grader Canadians that I've seen like very few. But there was some killed in Minnesota this year. I know that, like true tested bloodline ones, and now those are gigantic, right? We're just talking about the MVP line of the honkers. I think Matt was saying today that you got softball size head, the necks that are like our size, and like the biggest one I've ever seen was like 18.5 pounds.
That is so insane.
People like a big turkey, good turkey's 28 to 30.
Yeah,
I mean, and then this thing flies. Migrates at 18.5 pounds.
Man, you want to talk about destruction when something like that hits you flying 50, 60 miles an hour?
Yeah, you shoot them overhead, you want to make sure you're watching where that one lands.
Oh, man, for real. Somebody go to the hospital over that.
They'd be like, why don't you hunt anymore? Shot a grader.
Yeah, you got to see some pretty good vocal talk this morning. They were a little quiet yesterday, and then some. But we had a group of like 5 land us today that were doing it all. They were making all the noises and screaming and all the things. So
yep.
I never realized how like much shit your dad has to go through before he pulls the trigger. He's like checking text, lighting the smoke.
Getting a GoPro, which is pissing me off because dude, those GoPros are toast. I'm throwing them away.
I started calling him. I said, you know what your new nickname is? I'm like, you're the fiddler because you're like a fiddler crowd. You're always like fiddling with something.
I mean, it's just for like we had a scout come out this morning. I mean, it was 6:43.
Yeah,
it was like minutes after you could shoot, which we weren't even expecting anything. And here comes a scout just screaming through the field. I'm like, this bird's probably gonna do it, right? And Tony's first honker ever. I looked out, he's checking text messages, getting blinds. I'm like, dude, this thing's like 40 yards away. Your first honker ever. He's like, oh, hold on, I'm coming. Didn't even have his gun.
Hold on, I'm coming.
I'm like, oh wait, no, the gun was loaded. That time it was loaded. It was after I took that volley, and he was like, get ready. And I looked down at my gun. I'm like, oh shit, I need to put more shells back in my gun. Yeah. Well, these guys. So let me set this up for you. So we're sitting there and they all look at me and they're like, all right, this one's yours. And I'm like putting the freaking new guy up on the stage.
Yeah,
right?
the pressure.
I'm like, shit, I'm shooting Cal's gun and everything. And and I did freaking rock him. But I'm gonna say that with also saying that there there was 2 different times where I think a 3-pack came in, and one time me and Matt's dad got up and they let us both shoot, and we freaking let them rip. We didn't touch a feather.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh man!
And I mean, right there at 30 yards, dude. Just
You missed a single too. That was
yes.
I mean, the first one in the morning was like even the honkers knew that Tony was there for his first honker.
Yeah.
And like little Timmy Goose got, all right, go fly to him. You're the one. Like we just sat down and just got light.
Yeah.
And here comes this bird honking through the field. I'm like, here he comes. So like right, and he rocks him. I'm like, all right, because I'll take care of him. I'll give him my Benelli and some one-shot bismuth, some really good shells. I'll stone him. He cracks the first like one. And now, like, all right, won't get too expensive. And then all of a sudden, it's like a zipper machine. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, this is getting a little expensive, Tony. You better start hitting them, man. Like, a whole box of bismuth laying on the field. You still got one bird dead.
Oh, dude. Well, one time I went to pull up. And I thought something happened with the gun, but it was totally me. I put my jacket on, and we were setting up decoys and everything. I had my coat off, and so I put my coat on. And I go up to shoot this one, and my jacket's open, and just the whole side of the jacket just folds into my shoulder. And I go to shoot, and I'm like, dude, what just happened? And I pulled the trigger before I had it like actually, like shouldered. And I was like, that was embarrassing.
Like 10 minutes before that too, I'm like, are you used to shooting with that many clothes on? Georgia boy, he's bundled up. Too. I'm like, you got to get it out and in with all that. And he's like, yeah, man, of course. First one, hangs it up.
But I did make a comeback.
Oh, you made some good shots.
Yeah, that one goose I hit, it was out there about 50, 60 yards on the third shot.
Yeah. Yep.
I popped him, and then I shot a mallard. They all volleyed, and I was going because I went to pull up, and I thought we hit 2 or 3 of those.
Yep.
And I saw one bird fall, and I saw one just get folded, and like 2 people shot. That bird just went, feathers went everywhere. I was like, holy shit. And I just pulled up, and the one hand was like, and just freaking going away. I was like, boom. I aimed about, 18 inches underneath it, dude, and freaking rocked it from about like 60 yards.
That was a good shot.
And it was bismuth.
Yeah.
That's funny. So,
at least a few of them connected.
Yeah.
did y'all put out spinners today after the goose limit? Or no?
Yeah.
We're in 4 spinners and a couple dozen full-body ducks. Kind of had them hidden in the spread while we were goose hunting, and then kind of bunched them up once we started duck hunting. And they worked them pretty good. I mean, we had, we were fighting weather the whole time. I mean, it was sunny this morning, which is good for field mallards, but it wasn't near cold enough, and we didn't have a lot of wind. So the birds that worked us, I thought, did it pretty good for the conditions. Now, if it was like Sunday where it was -4 and we had 20-mile-an-hour winds, and they would have been doing that, we probably would have shot our 4-man limit in 10, 15 minutes because they can't stand it when it's that cold. They eat it up. So
well, and we quit. I mean, we ended up shooting 4 mallards too. We shot 4-man of honkers, and then shot 4 mallards, 2 drakes, and 2 hens, and I mean, we could have sat there.
If we stayed all day, we'd shot our.
We would have shot our limit of ducks, but it's just one of those spots where it's they have special access to this field that the farmer usually doesn't want nobody to hunt.
How the tracks look in that place.
Oh, dude!
I took pictures of it. It's like it looked like a doormat for geese. All over the place.
Yeah, up and down every corn row, dude. Just freaking ducks, geese, ducks, geese, ducks, geese.
Wow.
And I'm not kidding you, man. Those geese feet.
Oh yeah,
dude. Every bit, like I don't what 5 inches in diameter or 4 inches in diameter, easily.
We should have put
look like big freaking pterodactyl feet.
We should have put one in like some kind of ink today and put it on your arm and had it tatted. Is the rite of passage? No, it was when I was telling him about what I had to speak for him. I was like, a lot of people use the term X loosely. I said, but Wednesday morning, I go, we are on a complete freaking honker X. I mean, it was. Then this morning we were riding in the quad. I'm like, look down. He's like, what is that? I'm like, those are all goose tracks.
Wow.
Like, the only place you could find like actual like snow that was untouched was in between the corn stalks, because between every corn row is just I mean just tracks all over the place. But yeah, man, Tristan, I'll tell you, this is one thing you're going to get out of this, and that's, we're so used to our experience of big numbers of geese has always been out there with Kate at Delta Thunder, and we are used to seeing, obviously seeing tons of snow geese, seeing tons of specks. I've never seen honkers in numbers like this. Really? They were coming off this river in, like, I bet we saw 10,000.
For sure. Wow.
And I'm talking crazy. The whole time we sat there, dude, it was like, all right, they're either going to take this flight way up the river this way, or they're going to come the way that we were. And you could just tell that when they went to a certain spot, okay, they're going to go that way. The other ones, they were all just coming in there. Just, and I was like, no, I'm sorry.
both ponds, when it gets this cold up here and everything froze up, they get on the rivers really hard. And if you can figure out their flight line, you can get under like that many. And I'd say even yesterday we were maybe not 10,000, but 5,000 for sure. We were working.
And I'm talking about groups running from, your biggest V's, I would say maybe that I saw 100, 150, in a V. And then, but just waves. Yeah. Dude, I mean, just waves. Not like, it's a little bit different than like the big waves of the snow geese that we see, because you'll see those waves tight, just all following each other for miles. These, like, you could see where they were all coming up, and some of them were going like, all right, we're going this way. And some of them were like, oh, no, we're going that way.
There's groups of two, groups of.
Yeah, it just kept. I mean, like, you'd have one group come, and then you look, like, in the distance, you could look back and say, like, almost be like, all right, well, we got groups coming for the next 3 hours. No, I mean, but it was just deep, it just kept coming.
Once we were done hunting ducks, there was another mega wave.
Oh yeah,
out. It was still coming out at 10 o'clock. It's just rolling out. It was.
You mentioned.
So you like your first swan you saw?
Yeah, dude, I saw my first swan, dude. It was incredible.
That's sweet.
It flew right over the top of us, man. That was so neat. I'm like, what is that freaking
long neck? Yeah.
It looked like an angel in the sky. It was like a blue sunny sky, and that thing was flying. I was like, that thing was pretty cool.
It was.
This fall, elevate your outdoor pursuits with Williamson Outfitters, offering professionally guided experiences along Florida's Forgotten Coast. Whether it's coastal duck hunting, inshore fishing, gator hunting, or flounder gigging, every Williamson Outfitters experience is guided by a seasoned, licensed captain, delivering world-class adventure with local expertise. From small private groups to large corporate retreats, our fleet of well-equipped boats and experienced guides deliver first-class outdoor adventures for sportsmen of all ages and experience levels. Call or text 850-251-8650 or visit www.floridaducks.com to book your trip. Williamson Outfitters, making the Forgotten Coast unforgettable.
I didn't have my phone on me because I was like, gosh dang it, dude, I wish I would have been able to film that. That would have been neat. But
if we'd had spinners yesterday, we'd have killed ducks too. But I mean, like I told you, everything's resetting around here a little bit with the Arctic freeze and the warm up and rain tomorrow. I mean, I scouted an area and shot geese in and out of this field for like a week, taking care of it, rested it, and then we went in there. I was like, they have no spinners. There hasn't been a duck around here for since freaking Easter of last year, and I was down, and then Tony's like, "There's some dog." I'm like, "No, I forgot to tell you about pigeons around here. Like, you're on the sidelines, there's tons of pigeons. Like, man, those look like mallards." I look up, and sure as shit, there's like 400 mallards. I'm like, "What?" Like, God, that's I don't know where those came from. 5 minutes later, 400 mallards coming through again. I'm like, all right, well, those things came from somewhere. I don't know where, but I haven't seen a duck around here in a month, and there's mob scenes of them. I was like, this goes to show you.
He's like, you don't understand. If I think there's a glimmer of a chance, that we're gonna have some mallards flying, I have my spinners with.
I go to bed with a spinner. When I'm trying my best, I got a spinner going. Like, why not put them out? And yesterday, I'm like, no spinners, no duck decoy. There's not. This is like a straight up honker hunt, and there's mob seeds and mallards. I was like, oh, go figure.
He turns the spinner on. And takes crap.
Yeah. Spinners everywhere. I'll go anywhere with it.
You were talking about -4 degrees. So, like, how do you even have the dexterity to, like, shoot? Like, what kind of glove do you wear to, like, because I can't stand, like, the bulky feeling on my hands. Like, what do you, like, do you wear, like, the gloves where you can take the finger off or whatever?
Well, I mean, I'd love to tell a tough guy story, but we kind of manage the elements a little bit. Like when we'll hunt A-frames for sure. They're the days of layout hunting in -4 are kind of over. I mean, if you got to do it, you sit in the truck until you see them start flying, and you go out and kind of get in. If you're doing that, you know, I'm the same way. I can't call or pull a trigger with a glove on. So tons of hand warmers stuck in your bib pockets, right? And you're constantly having them in there because, you know, we've all been in that weather. But if you're not paying attention and your hand's out on that stuff, like you got frostbite inside of 10 minutes, right? So, but like in our A-frames, we'll have like Mr. Buddy heaters in there and try to keep. But it's crazy because you don't go anywhere with your hands, right? You keep them in front of the heater at all the time. Or if we're hunting a pit, we can have it really, really warm. So we've fortunate enough to use the technology of heat in a lot of places to help that cause. But, you know, if you get out of the pit or the A-frame and go, you know, clean up the hole after a volley or something, I'll use like the other day on Sunday went to clean up a duck volley, and I had mechanics gloves on, which I normally always wear in the field if I have to, because they can bend, they got grip, good foul gloves in my opinion. But within halfway through the spread, my hands were just like rocks. You know what I mean? Like it'll stop you. So otherwise, I use like a collar's glove that folds open like a mitten sometimes if you have to, or, you know, whatever gear you like. And anybody that makes gear that you wear will make a bigger mitten or a glove or whatever. So yeah, it's no time to short your gear, brother. I mean, when it's that cold, you gotta be ready to roll for sure.
So, you know, I know you're a big Sitka guy, and I'm not throwing any shade by saying that.
I got my frog talk set on, man.
Yeah. So I was listening, you know, obviously Cam Haynes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he was on, him and this guy, Adam Greentree, were on Joe Rogan's podcast. And Adam Greentree is a big like bow hunter out of Australia. And Cam, I guess, has a deal with Sitka now. And he was talking about just how effective their like layering systems are and stuff. And he's like, you know, my whole life I thought I had to wear 7 hoodies to be warm in the cold. And he was like, I'm like freezing my ass off trying to pull my bow back. And he's like, he's like, I'm not trying to give like an ad for Sitka or whatever, but he was saying, and he's like, a lot of the higher end brands, like with their layering systems, he's like, they're a game changer for flexibility, for warmth, for all of that.
Yeah, I mean, even even Matt, my buddy today we were with, forever, like I took shit with that crew, like, oh, Sitka poster boy or whatever, and they're just too damn cheap to buy it. But you know, once they got on their their guide discount, everybody started to kind of sniff around it a little bit, and now Matt's like head to toe in it. But yeah, even like Tony was in, but I could see a Georgia boy coming up here. Even like today, we were in Bermuda shorts and t-shirts in 36 degrees. It was like, man, it's like hunting them on a summer day, and Tony's over there like. Yeah, I mean, today, like a merino wool, one of their merino wool zip-ups and a hoodie is all I was wearing. You know, it is a difference maker, but there's a lot of good systems. It's not just Sitka, you know what I mean?
I think I wouldn't be able to put that jacket on had I not. You know, I had that.
You did good for coming from Georgia. I was like, don't get hung up in the airport. Like, I don't want to pick you up like you're going to Disney World. Have 4 roller bags. And, like, we're going from like view landing to right into the field to get your ass moving.
Yeah, dude. He's like,
he did pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, dude. So okay, I got everything on the carry on. I'm like, all right, now it's time to pack. Like, this is what the military taught me. You know? So I'm like, I'm looking at every square inch of this. I forgot what that carry on is. It's a pretty nice one that we got from work. I can't remember.
North Face.
Yeah, North Face one. And then the base of it, it's got like channels, like where like with the push down handle, that's on the back side of it, on the bottom of it, basically, where the bars go. And I'm like, all right, I can fold my underwear to fit in those gaps. So I'm like not wasting even an inch tall of this gap. And dude, I took the Frog Talks 3-in-1, the jacket and the bibs.
Uh-huh.
And I literally had to fold all that and pressure push all.
I lost your audio. I don't know if I.
Is that better?
Oh, I got you now.
Oh, I forgot you get it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right, 2 t-shirts, 2 pair of, I cut it down to all that. But the thing about it is, it's so weird going out of town. I was telling him like this morning, I'm like, dude, I swear to God, I'm forgetting something. I mean, I don't have my gun. I don't have my shells,
Right.
my backpack with everything. I know where everything's at in every zipper, that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, man.
He did pretty good, man, for coming in and not only having to carry on. He was. I don't know what's with him in his backpack though. I know when we were in Arkansas, it was your fault that he left them, but this dude's got to have a pack with all kinds of just worthless shit in it. He's constantly looking through it like his 1974 GoPro battery's missing or something.
Oh man!
And like the thing, he was like, I forgot if it was the backpack or the gun, but he was like, I thought you grabbed it. I'm like, why would you think I grabbed it? I grabbed it.
I remember that conversation.
I'm like,
I had some of those with my dad growing up too. Wow.
yeah.
Now my son says the same thing. Why don't you grab my boots? It's my job to grab your boots.
Yeah.
Well,
somebody's fault. It ain't mine.
I had to save room for like all of like I'll put like a lot of small stuff in like my shave bag, like my medicine and different stuff like that. So I had all these loose items I was bringing, like, all right, my glasses, the GoPro batteries, all these just loose items that I didn't have room to put it in something. I just had like stuff that son of a bitch in there somewhere. So as soon as I got here, I was just like, dude, where is all this shit? I'm just like, I was like, it's in
here.
Then I see his bald head in the groceries in the gas station shopping like it's like Walmart. I'm like, gotta go. And he's like coming out with a bag. Oh, I'm gonna go in one more time, look for these crackers. I mean, you're not getting this stuff. He's looking up for honkers fly more. See those birds flying? Those are our geese that are coming out early. We gotta go. Yeah. Like they, afternoon hunts. I was telling Tony I hate them because I always feel like I'm running late. So like I'll be like, oh, we can go set up at 1. I'm in the field by 9. I'm like, why don't I just hunt all day? And you're hoping they were like coming out at like 1 yesterday, and they like at 10:30 as he's coming in, they start to kind of trickle out. And by the time we get to the field, they're just rolling out in waves, right? So, but yeah, it was.
Well, yeah, the psychology about that, because in the morning you don't get a choice, right? So there's a start time.
I like the start where it's dark and we're ready.
Yeah, and during the day, there's that whether it's true or not, dude. If I'm not out there, like 1 minute could cost us the best volley of our life, or a band, or whatever it is.
Or a duck band, a duck group, or something.
Yeah, dude.
There's no ducks around though.
Yeah, the FOMO.
Yeah, that's what I get. Right, is like if I don't get there quick, it's gonna be too late, and then when you're setting a giant spread. It's like you're just rushing, I mean, it's like got any second, we got to hurry up, and then you sit in the blind and you don't see one for 2 hours. It's like
we've over the last like probably I don't know 3 or 4 weeks, we've moved tree stands a few different times, and usually it's been after a morning hunt where it's like me and him are like, all right, we're gonna sit till like 11, and then it's like 9:30, and we're looking at each other and like, man. But you have so much FOMO because you're like, dude, I'm gonna like start to put my bow down or whatever, and these deer are gonna come running in. But at some point, you kind of just got to be like, you know what? If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Screw it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, now look what I mean. To build upon that, I think we even talked about on the last podcast was, we moved everything because we literally had this. It's probably the best lookout spot ever, really, and there's not a bad wind because the ridge side goes like this, and we're sitting on. I love sitting on shelves because bucks a lot of times will like to work those side of the shelves on long ridges, and when you sit on those, your wind is going way over the top of the valley of anything below you. So literally, I'm like, let the wind blow down there. I don't care. And we saw that come true, and we saw 2 nice shooter bucks in just a few days, and saw 10, 12 deer. I don't know what it was, and then we put a camera up, and it just went to shit. I mean, we didn't see nothing. It was almost like that was a little sanctuary during the rut or something, where the bucks, went and got their thing on, or so. They're like, let me take you back. Look, there was like the private dance room at the strip club. He's like, bump, bump, bump. Come on down this ridge, baby.
As soon as it goes away, if you don't pay attention to it, they're all there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we went out.
Not bringing a spinner to the field.
But no, we ended up going in there and sitting, right? And then we got down and said, hey, man, even though it's this late in the season, dude, we can just wait forever sitting in this deer stand. So, we went out and.
What's up, guys? Tristan here. If you're like us, you need gear that's going to stand up to the elements and not break the bank. That's exactly what we love about Frog Talks. They just dropped their brand new Oxbow waterfowl series, and let me tell you, this stuff is built for serious hunters who don't want to quit when the weather turns nasty. It's tough, lightweight, and waterproof. Everything you need when you're out there chasing ducks. If you're looking to upgrade your gear this season, head over to frogtalks.com and use code OneHellOfALife Outdoors at checkout for 15% off your order.
And did a lot of scouting, walked a lot up and down a lot of ridges, and really combed a lot of property. And now, I mean, we're seeing quite a few deer in that. Where you got that camera up now?
Yeah, it's been rocking and rolling now in the morning, so hopefully it stays that way and doesn't get messed up or whatever. But we'll see. You can only hunt that place till January 1st, so this weekend's out of the question. So then it's like, really, there's only like 2 weeks left to hunt it. But I'm pretty confident if we spent 2 days there, we'd shoot a deer. 2 mornings, anyway.
I think we got some recruits today to come down to Memphis with us, too.
Yep.
So, first, we were about 20 bush lights deep at this point, and everybody, then we started to replay the memory. I was like, we got to go back to that. That was pretty fun.
Oh, man, it was.
As long as we don't get that freaking big, that Kool-Aid drink.
Now, think about it.
Yeah, he's met Matt.
Yeah,
sure.
You met Matt, who we hunted with today.
He looks like the groundhog from Caddyshack. He's like, he's like 4'1" with a giant beard. He looks like a fat little duck commander.
He was at that dinner with us.
If I saw him, I would know, I'm sure. But yeah, I just can't remember.
Look at the picture, that group picture. He's the real tall one.
Yeah.
No,
he's definitely not the real tall one.
No, but you'll see. I mean, him and his dad look quite a bit alike. But
he's good. He's good, dude.
Yeah, man.
My dad fished professionally on the Bass Tour, and then when he was on pro team tournaments, he fished with Matt's dad. So me and Matt were like fishing at campgrounds together when we were 6, 7 years old. I've known Matty for a long. We played baseball together in college, so Matt and I go way back, which is great because him living an hour south of me, we can really. We can say, you'd almost see it's like having a scout an hour south of you. So I know when I start to run out of birds and he's got them, I go down there. And then when I got him, he comes up to me and take care of each other pretty good. Like you lived it kind of this week. In both spots. So it's good. It's cool to do that, which you guys do that stuff too.
Well, yeah. And him and his dad love Bush Light. And I was just like, that's so awesome.
Of course they do. They're Midwestern boys.
Right?
Yeah, Matt's dad for sure. Tony was looking for a beer. I'm like, go in the garage. You can build a fort out of 30 packs. So you can't find a beer in his garage. You're blind for sure.
Tony find a Bush Light in the haystack.
Yeah. We were drinking beer on the tailgates outside today, like it was July.
I gotta tell you that. So, I mean, anybody, when you get 4 guys telling stories, drinking out in the front yard after a successful hunt, we're out there, cutting it up pretty good. Every once in a while, somebody drops the F-bomb. Well, my loud mouth, at one point, earlier, Cal's like, hey, just kind of watch your mouth, and I thought, maybe Matt's, what's Matt's dad's name again?
Mike.
Maybe Mike's wife or something. Maybe, I don't want to curse around her or whatever. I'm just trying to be respectful and everything. Well, we got into a story about something, and I freaking and there and Cal's like, dude, the neighbor is a priest. Dominican priest.
Yeah, he was outside and telling us like, the motherfuckers came in, and I'm like one time I'm like. Then Mike's like, hey, watch it. And like, you see the guy over there, he's shoveling snow or something, look over. We had these fuckers at 5 yards. He's lighting up a smoke. You know what I
Hey, dude, and the other thing was that his wife that was backing out?
Yeah, and then she was trying to bring us a bottle of tequila.
Yeah, she goes, "You guys want some tequila?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and they're all like, "No."
Don't give them any more.
I'm like, man, they got opposites attract, I guess, in that relationship. She's over there.
I normally I would never say it to anybody, but with Tony fired up after a hunt, I'm like, if we stay outside and drink, clean these birds, you gotta wash it a little bit. It was good, and then after a few beers, he started lighting them off, and I'm like, whispering, but Tony don't whisper anything.
No, my voice don't whisper.
And then we took
unwhispering voice.
We took a ride and took them through Braidwood, which is like they jumped Arkansas into Central Illinois. It looks exactly like Arkansas.
Yeah, dude, it's really up in this area. It's really a waterfowl mecca in its own right. I mean, that's what I'm getting from it. It's a special piece historically, just like we learned about Cache, Arkansas, Tristan, or wherever it is. That's one thing that's been special to me about this trip is just learning the history of why they do that. And this power plant, what it does, and this river, and why the confluence of these three rivers, and just learning about all this, why it's such a why there's so many honkers here, and why there's still so many mallards here whenever they just got done having, wind chill below temperatures, and I mean how tough they are, and they don't leave. It's just, it really just kind of, that's the thing that I've really enjoyed about being up here doing this. It's just, how you're same way. It's just getting that full picture, like the first time Mr. Glenn took us for a ride, and learning about the history. That was kind of cool today, just driving around. I did have one guy that walked up to me at McDonald's.
I told you, even the people are like they're from that part of
dude, this guy walks up to me, he's missing a tooth. He goes walking up to me to fill up his cup at McDonald's while I'm waiting for my food. And he goes, "You know what the problem is, don't you?" And I said, "No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me." He's like, "Gosh damn foreigners. Gosh damn foreigners." He's like, "The foreigners." And, and Cal's like, zip out the door. He went, and I was like,
"Yeah, let's get out of here."
Oh, man.
This day got long in the tooth already.
I go, nobody up here has voted for Biden, right? He's like, "Oh, no, not outside the city."
Not Braidwood, man. Yeah, if you look around, even like a lot of Missouri outfitters, I'll talk about Braidwood Station and how it stops and holds so many birds, right? And like the fights at the boat ramp, and it's a gnarly place for you can't be soft skinned to hunt around Braidwood for sure. But there was on X showed how many fields were leased in a blown up area outside of Braidwood. And they're all leased. I mean, they're in there. Like when the ducks are here, it's snowing. Like every field has a monster spread. I mean, this afternoon was not an afternoon to be hunting, really.
Yeah.
And how many spreads did we see?
Yeah, I mean, tons. And I'll tell you what, this is the other thing, Tristan. We're driving, and I looked at Cal, and I go, "Are those geese or a spread?" He goes, "That's a spread." And I go, "Well, there's geese right next to that spread." He goes, "That's a spread too." I go,
On top of it,
dude, they hunt that close. Dude, two big honker spreads that these folks had, and they weren't hunting. I guess it's a traffic spread or whatever. They just leave it out there. And dude, these spreads were not 200 yards apart.
Did I show you that video? I'll send it to both you guys. Like,
no kidding.
Yeah, dude, two different properties. So they weren't 200 yards apart.
They're on top of each other. Like, and then people try to outdo each other. And really, when that happens, you go less is more, right? You get your realest stuff, spread it out, and make it look like something that everybody else isn't doing. Because everybody else is going, all their buddies throwing 10 trailers out, trying to be bigger. So you just look like you're making a 3 dozen bird crawling spread or spread out and hope it looks different. But I saw, and I don't usually like stop and like rain my waterfowl kingdom on anybody, but like I'm like, I've sent it to them. I'm like, how many spinners can you pick out in this spread? I mean, they had maybe 4 or 5 dozen ducks, a couple dozen honkers out, and I can count 12 spinners in it, but I think there's more. Like if you had epilepsy, they would give you a seizure. It looked like a strobe light in the field. I stopped and like just videoed it. I'm like, this is insane. Then they had 14-foot stakes with a spinner on it, had them buried in the grass everywhere in between. I'm like, that's just getting out of hand, man. Like, you're gonna shut down the power station running all that freaking
right.
Yeah, people, it's really the history of it's cool. When you come up, I'll show it to you. It's and then if you can even get there one afternoon when they fly off. Like, you're talking 250,000 ducks, at times that are holding in there. It's all one giant mallard refuge. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
That's the other thing that's wild too, is just seeing such, up in there, there in Arkansas, we see everything, right? Like those are ducks, but they could be anything.
Yeah.
Here, it's just all mallards, like nothing else.
Nope. I told you, don't try to pick out a canvasback. They're all greenheads,
all mallards and all honkers.
You were talking
one snow goose today we saw.
Yeah. He's like, well, they'll mix in a little bit, but as far as ducks go, this time of year especially, he's talking about a duck limit. I'm like, don't get ahead of yourself. We want to kill one mallard. We got plenty of ducks to kill. Here you kill 6 ducks, 4 mallards, and 2 off ducks. Right? I'm like, the only time I've ever done that is when there's wood ducks around. Like if you're field hunting, you got to be field hunting by a creek. The wood ducks will give you a spin in the morning. Kill them and kill your mallards. Get your 6-bird limit. But I'm like, that's the only time. Don't look around for a pintail or anything. They're all greenheads. Everyone are all greenheads.
Well, that was one of the things. Whenever I changed out my lanyard, I put the flare call on there to go out there because I was like, dude, I don't need my teal call.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You don't need it.
I don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you saw a teal today, I'd be like, no. He did yesterday. I was doing something. He's like, look at all them ducks. I'm like, they're pigeons for sure. They're not ducks. I looked up and I just see nothing but green and silver coming through. I'm like, well, I'll be goddamn. Made a lot of for sure.
Well, dude, and to tell you what, I don't know if it wasn't that windy, but there's usually a little bit of uniformity to ducks flying, right? Except for teal, or our divers, but there's usually a little bit of uniformity. I don't know what it was, dude, but today there was uniformity to their flights. Like, there's a little bit of a V going on, not a defined one, but yesterday those big groups, maybe it's just because there was so many in each pack that we were seeing that it would just really look like the way teal would fly. Just a little erratic. And I think that's why he first thought that I thought they were pigeons, because but no, we had the sun dart back and the sun hit him and you could see him. I mean, even with as blind as I am.
This morning, man, you could see like those big giant groups of mallards were, man.
Well, you remember that one
that was beautiful
that flew over? I was like, look at the white ass belly on that thing. I mean, it was, I don't know if it was the sun or what, but it just looked predominantly lighter than all the other ones it was flying with, so.
I got some videos to send you. Yeah. But it was at Braidwood too the other day. We're having one of those days where there wasn't much going on. And we decided to start just blowing at sandhill cranes, right? Well, we got a group of sandhills to come all the way down and basically work us. We had 2 light. I'm sticking my head out of the pit and you just see, right over me. You can see the feet like almost bounce off the camera. Yeah. I was like, why would that happen? You know what I mean? I was like, it was pretty cool. But yeah,
that's crazy. When was that? Like this time of year?
It was Sunday in that like really -4 polar vortex stuff. But they're out and we're ready to get down and like, yeah, man, good thing I'm not a violator because we could have smashed the stand up for sure.
That's pretty cool.
I'll tell you what, I meant to say this earlier, but to just kind of cap off today's hunt, like literally, if we would have sat there and kept the spinners off, dude, we would have shot.
You could have shot 3.
We could have took 18 3. We could have took 4 groups of. They would have just kept coming, dude. It was just there was just so many.
We could have killed 100 honkers.
Yeah, dude, and they were flying low and everything, and it was just cool after we shot our limit to actually sit there and just watch them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just watch them work and stuff like that. You could start to learn, I guess. I mean, I did. I feel like I got more educated on just watching why they do what they do and how their heads are looking, and how the lead goose is looking and how they're changing. I'm just watching all this shift, and that was cool. Just enjoying that instead of worrying about killing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it was good working birds today.
Yeah.
We had nothing like paying homage to your decoy setup. Was like we had 2 landing in the decoys today, and one landed on the left side and walked through the whole thing.
I got video of it.
Was like touching the decoys and honking at them, and like I'm like, it must look real because he walked through 300
And what was
decoys.
that sound? Like it was a very, how chickens, Tristan, when they go.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the in my mind when they're doing that, it's like I'm not sure about you.
And you don't ever hear that from a goose unless
Dude,
you're close to
this
it.
sucker was doing.
It was like purring. It was like murr. He was like ready to let out a really sharp honk, but
It sounded like it was like on the verge of making like a turkey yelp,
yeah,
you know, or something.
like
And I
he
was
wanted
like,
to honk,
damn,
but
I
he
never.
didn't, and then all of a sudden he'd sit down and like watching them call other birds was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like every bird that was
He would
layering
look
out,
up
he'd
at
look
him.
at them and freaking give them a freaking yelp, and then look over and then honk at them, and like, well, nobody's gonna come play with me. He'd walk a little further and freaking honk at me.
It sounds like you obviously don't do it as good as we do.
Yeah, right, yeah.
He's talking to him.
I was like, I could help you out a little bit, but no.
That's pretty funny.
And then
So how do you feel that in 60 hours from now you're going from snow hunting Canada geese to hunting alligator filled swamp and it's 75 degrees?
let's go, baby.
Talk about the craziest polar opposite of hunting.
Yeah, from one extreme to the other, dude. It's so cool. I can't wait. And you know, that's a special place for us because that's where we cut our teeth, you know, duck hunting and stuff. And I really do still believe to this day that nationally, it's one of the best places, you know, one of the best areas. Florida's got some great duck hunting. And, you know, from an outdoorsman perspective, like I would call a slam like, all right, I want to go get a wahoo and a mottled duck. You know what I mean? And you could literally, if the seasons align, you know, whatever fish that is, that you can fish right now. I don't know, you know, what that would be, but down there. But that's the cool thing about it, right? I mean, that you can go do that. But you go from, all right, you're freezing your butt off to where did anybody bring the thermos?
Yeah, right.
And then you got
worried about packing mosquito gear.
around. I'm like, dude, I can't even remember what happened to me 2 days ago.
Just make sure you got your pack with you, man. Don't.
What's up, guys? If you want coffee that doesn't suck, you probably can guess what I'm going to say. Get the Duck. Dirty Duck Coffee is the official coffee of the One Hell of a Life Outdoor podcast, and they have a great lineup of different coffee blends, everything from Morning Wood and First Flight to Dark Dynasty and Suns Up, Guns Up. You can't go wrong with Dirty Duck Coffee. And they have a great lineup of cold brew cans, mocha, French vanilla, original cold brew, and cinnamon teal snickerdoodle. If you want 15% off your next order, use code OneHellOfALife15 on your next order.
This pack, Tristan.
That's right.
Yeah,
My
right.
dog backpack.
Dude, I was just trying to fix my freaking. I got the original Dr. Duck Journey backpack like when it came out like 3 years ago, and I was trying to fix it because the zipper got screwed up, and the T-zip zipper. I was trying to like pry it open, and I couldn't tell for sure if it was like some kind of like painted metal or if it was like a plastic, like a really hard plastic type thing, and freaking snapped the zipper, and I'm like, shit. So I don't know. I guess if I can't find like a local place to fix it, which I don't think I can. Katie wants me to try that, but if not, I'm probably going to be in the backpack market again.
If you get if the O-ring's still on it, I always used to use zip ties because I've had a couple blind bags and packs I couldn't live without. And when you break the zipper off of them, it still had the base on it. I tried putting zip ties.
Yep,
on it.
I did that.
Oh no, it's like the whole like thing is off now. It's broke. I was trying to open it up.
Zipper, right?
I was trying to open it up to get like the teeth from the one side to like get back in there and then close it so it will zip right. And then the whole, like, whatever you call that piece, the zipper piece, broke. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's screwed.
Sometimes you feel like go, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I like the tangle-free guide bag a lot. And, like, I thought they were discontinuing them because they made a certain camo with it one year and they were selling them, right? Like, they were selling them, like, 70% off. So I just bought, like, 4 of them. And they're just out there in the bag still. I'm like, because that's the blind bag I've used forever, and I don't want to ever not use it. So turns out they were just changing camo and they're still selling it. So I spent.
Well, I hope you like that. I hope you like that camo.
Yeah, it's like funds are low. Somebody's getting a new blind bag for Christmas for sure.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like, Dad, you gave me this for Christmas last year.
I hunt 4 times a year playing college baseball. I got 4 blind bags. No, it's crazy like that though. When you're a waterfowl hunter, there's certain gear you can't really live without, man.
Oh man,
don't have it. We'll say that's
Yeah.
what we're so fit to do this week.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, I just, everything just felt off.
what happened this morning?
Dude, I thought your keys, your sunglasses were sitting on the counter. I didn't know they has got an extra pair of sunglasses and an extra set of keys. So I go up there, I go up there at like 3:25 or whatever, and I was like, I gave a little touch on my coffee. And I got up and made you coffee this morning. Yeah, I got up. He said, "What time you get?" Or I said, "What time you get?" He said, 2:45. Dude, I got up at 2:35. And so anyway, I was like, I'm not gonna be late. And come to find out, he's out in the truck waiting on me. And it's like, I look at my watch and I'm like, dude, it's freaking 3:38.
I'm like, we got to get sleds in the morning, decoys, spinners. So I'm like waiting. It's 3:25. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm doing this by myself.
I go out the garage, cigarette, and he's walking down the driveway. He's like, let's go. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, we got to roll at 3:30. We got to roll at 3. So I'm like,
we were early though.
Then we did. Because after day one, I gave you 20 minutes. So like, you got to bury 20 minutes.
Give you a 20-minute buffer zone.
Yeah, you got to.
Stopped at the gas station in the middle of nowhere and got dressed, and we were off and running.
That's
right.
It
was like 3:31. I'm like, unbelievable. I mean, where's this dude at? I see him in the garage, freaking head gawking, smoking. I'm like, yo, we gotta go, man. Let's go. Like,
hey, yesterday. So Tristan, when I flew in, I took an Uber to this gas station where I was meeting him. And I get out, and this lady goes, well, it's not every day that we get people from the Atlanta airport. And I said, well, I'm going in there to change, and goes goose hunt. And she goes, hell yeah, or something like that. I was like, all right, well, people support the goose hunters around here. That's good.
You know, like people see change in that gas station. There's like a half truck stop, and there's like the bigger changing areas. Like we switch people out in there all the time.
Well, yeah, Cal's like, walk in the door 3 paces, do a military left step, right turn into the. I mean, you like go down. As soon as you walk into in the bathroom, you're going to go to the last stall. It's the biggest stall. You can go in there, and I was just like, all right, yep, they do this a lot.
Or the crosses like the alternate family bathroom, which is the popular one if it's not being used, where you go in there and change up. When anybody comes in town, that's the place you go. So yeah, it's
hilarious.
We kind of put you under the gun. Yes. Well, I was going to pick him up. I was like, all right, for Tony, I'll pick him up hauling my 60 my honker trailer through Midway Airport because I love him. I've been motherfucking him the whole time. Like, get your ass in, let's go. And as I'm going there, I'm looking back and I see something bouncing in my whole like fuse box in my trailer like came off and was like dragging. So then I had no lights. I was like, dude, I can't go through the airport, Chicago, like with no lights on my trailer. I get hooked.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he's like out by the curb waiting for me. I'm like, you got to jump in an Uber, man. I'll get you.
It wasn't bad. It was only like 35-minute ride. So
I was like, but it'll save us time for sure.
And I talked the dude into. He's got 2 kids. He had a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. And we got talking. He's like, what do you do? And I just said, I told him what I do professionally. And I told him a little, I said, my son and I run out. He goes, you do that with your son? I said, he's like probably your age, Tristan. He's a Hispanic man. And we get talking and everything. And he's like, I did that TikTok post about getting in the outdoors. You know what I mean? Just get out there. You know what I mean? And he told me when I was leaving him, he goes, you know what? He goes, Mr. Vogel, he goes, I'm taking my kids walking in a field or fishing or something. He goes, I want to go do that. And I said, yeah, just go do something. You don't have to hunt or fish, but just get them out there. And I just thought that was kind of cool to me that, that ride, heck, I don't know, that family might enjoy the outdoors now.
Right.
So
it works out pretty good though. I mean, the list first, he saw his first bands killed in a field, first dry mallard,
12-year-old goose.
Yeah, first dry field mallard, first honker.
Yep.
First swan.
Yep. I had a lot. That's why he asked me. He's like, "How's it going?" I go, "Dude, there's a lot of firsts, a lot of firsts."
Yeah,
so,
awesome.
It worked out okay. So it gives us an excuse not to go hunt in the driving rain in the morning.
I just told him right before we started. I was like, "Man, I don't know. I don't know if I'm up." I mean, I've really honestly, and thank you again. And I mean, Cal, it's just. It's one hell of a life. It just is. And I'm just so thankful that, we get to, that's one thing that's so great about our community of hunters and stuff. It's just that we get to meet good people that, I mean, really it's life-changing experiences that we get to go do. And I'll remember this for the rest of my life, you don't remember everything you shot, I will remember the band, and I will remember shooting 6 of his bismuth shots and not hitting a goose.
Ooh, I was like, Tony, man, we gotta start connecting here, man.
But for real though, that's what's special to me, and I'm just happy that I come up here and just be able to intake it all. And 2 days has felt like 12. I mean, no kidding. I mean, it's just been that full.
It's been pretty intense. When you come in and you're from the plane into a blind and within the first hour.
Yeah.
And then you're up at 2.
Yeah.
The good thing is, Tristan, I didn't take him to the good spots. I'm saving them for you. So
yeah, there we go.
Open to win.
Done January 30th for Honkers, but duck season's out. Central Zone Tuesday. So we were in the field for the last day of North season last night. So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All the more reason to bring a spinner, and I didn't even have one. The last day of North Zone duck season, I'm like, I mailed it in. That's a first. That's another first too.
That's right.
Like usually last day of North Zone duck season, there's mallards in the field. I don't care. I'm like, I'll wheel one down. But, yeah.
Dude, you just saw the look on his face when he realized that those are mallards. Dude.
I was like, those are pigeons, Vogel. They're not ducks. There's no ducks around here. And I look up, I'm like, holy shit, those are ducks.
He looked at his buddy. He goes, man, are you kidding me?
You got any spinners in your truck? He's like, no, I didn't bring them either. I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen a single duck even swimming in the creek here in like 2 weeks, and I've been hunting the hell out of it. And then yesterday just showed up. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a special place. It really is, and there's a lot of history to it, I think. And there's probably a lot more that I could probably just be a sponge for. We're driving by these different state parks and all that stuff, and I'm just looking at all this. Man, dude, I want to walk through those woods.
If you're an outdoorsman, that's not a bad place to be. For sure.
No, for sure.
The cool thing is like you land in the city, right? And it's the concrete jungle. It's Chicago, and then 45 minutes later, you're in the middle of nowhere killing honkers.
Just like that.
You feel like you're in a farm town.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, and especially where you live. I mean, it's so rural. It's just farm field after farm field. It's beautiful out here.
That's awesome.
You got to bring your ass up.
I know, right?
The one half of the Vogel plan is done, but you got to come down.
I know, right?
Yeah,
you don't need your dad either. You're a big boy.
That's right.
I'll take care of you.
You don't need me. That's bullshit. Don't be asking him about it.
So we were on a podcast, and I could do all this videography, and then the motherfucking GoPro's not working. He's playing with his phone. I'm like, by the way, his son is the talent in the camera.
Yeah. That was half. Actually, going back to that was half. That's why this morning I did it one time, and I go, "F this freaking GoPro." I was like, "I'm done." I even text Tristan. I go, "These GoPros are." I'm done with these stupid things. I'm just.
We've been holding on to those since like 2020.
Well, why we've been holding on to them so well, because me and you have both lost them and had to pay to replace them.
Oh man,
heads. And I'm like, dude, I'm not getting rid of these. I won't fucking do it. Or what does he say? I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah. I just bought another battery yesterday. It's $90. Like, this shit's expensive.
I saw that you sent me that, but I lost my freaking. That's the other thing that threw me off. I can't see shit today. So I dropped my glasses somewhere out there in the snow. And
that doesn't surprise me.
Supposed to be my elder. He's like my kid.
Yeah.
He's constantly leaving stuff, fidgeting, late to the truck. I'm like, good Lord.
Oh yeah. I'm like, I was telling him the other day, I'm like, there's like a good amount of times throughout probably the last 5 years where if I just didn't like put in the effort to wake you up, you just wouldn't have gone hunting. And I'm like, I don't know if he just mentally just is like, oh, Tristan's got it. He'll wake me up.
Yeah, like, as a father, really, that's what you do.
Yeah, at some point, right?
Yeah, no, sure. Well, sometimes with this body feels really old when it wakes up, and it doesn't want it. It doesn't have quite the. Well, I mean, when you've done a lot of things and you've killed a lot of animals and you drink a lot of Busch Lights, and you wake up and your body doesn't feel good, yeah, you kind of shade to the, maybe I won't go. It's like,
yeah, time to wake up. Yeah,
dude, all right, so listen. I can't not, before we get out of here, Tristan, because we don't want to keep you, because you're an hour ahead of us. I can't not tell this story. So I take Tristan, one of the big things I talked to you about my stepdad who got me in the bow hunting. His name is Jerry Dale, and he hunted with Fred Bear. I mean, the guy's a legend and all this stuff. Well, anyway, I wanted Tristan to be able to spend time with him in his later years. So we would go down to South Missouri to his farm and hunt. Yeah. So we're down there, and Tristan, I won't disclose how old he was, but we go down there, and I'm making up some bullshit. And I tell him one morning, I go, "You want me to tell you how you shoot a big buck?" And he's like, "What?" And I go, "You got to drink this." And he goes, "What is that?" And I go, "It's half 5 Hour Energy and half Apple Crown." Oh, and he goes, "I ain't drinking that." I go, so I down it, and I go out and I shoot a freaking really nice buck.
Yeah, all right, I'll do it again.
So he goes, "Are you hunting in the morning?" I go, "No, I ain't hunting." I go, "You have fun." I shot my buck. And so, dude, no lie, about 4:00 in the morning. And what? He's sitting there holding two of them. And then he goes out. And what did you end up shooting that morning? Was that you?
I think that was the year I just shot a spike or something. But
okay, yeah. But so anyway, we go back the next year, and I think it repeated itself. Somebody shot a deer. We did it, but after that, Tristan's like, "I don't believe in that shit anymore."
Yeah, it quit working.
I'm not doing it.
We had a good run.
It works for a while though.
But isn't that funny? The point I'm trying to make is, isn't that funny how your brain works? You were just like, dude, if I don't do this, and dude, I don't kill a deer.
If you told me I had to eat like an onion raw before going out to kill a
I think you gotta what your superstition is versus bullshit.
Yeah,
whatever.
My dad, the first time I'm sitting there, he goes, "You ever seen a deer field dress before?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like 9, and he's sitting there and he goes, "Get down here and watch me." Like when your dad's working on the car, you're like, "God damn."
You're gonna have to do this yourself. You're like 6.
So I'm looking, hold my Kmart flashlight, hold it up there, and dude, I didn't know he was gonna do this, but he grabbed the liver out and goes, "Take a bite," and I'm like, dude, I'm like, that. He goes, "You have to. It's a rite of passage," and I can't remember if I did or not, but I was definitely scared of doing it. I don't remember if I actually did or not.
Rite of passage is trichnosis nowadays.
Oh boy.
The CWD started.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man.
You're probably immune to CWD. Any of that stuff.
Yeah.
We got a whole little over a month left, man. So I think we're getting a decent warm up and then another cold, which honkers will kind of reverse migrate. So we'll keep a calendar open for you, man. If not, you got to just make it part of the One Hell of a Life calendar next year. Something you got to get up. So
yeah, sounds good. If we can get, I know it's hard with birds or whatever, but if we could hone in maybe 2 different dates and be next year, be all right, either one of these, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
that would probably be the move.
Let's have some place setters on the calendar.
You kind of come in like first week of season, but it's not like I said, it's not the same. When it's warm, it's got to be like it was today. It's like you kind of keep an area open, and then when you get a first big snow like that, then through a couple weeks after, any couple days will be fine. If you can get here, the perfection is get here for the first 5 or 6 inch snow. It's just awesome. It's awesome. You forget about everything in your life, work. Get in the mail. What you want to do is you want it to be light out, and you want to be able to set a decoy spread because you're smashing them. But, you sleep at night before a good night. You're why can't it just get light out?
Christmas morning,
8:30 at night. It's God. It's I just wanted to get morning. I just want the sun to come up. So yeah, it's. But yeah, man, I can't wait to get you up here too, dude. So
yeah, I mean, really, the only thing I'm missing. The only thing I'm missing
birds?
is besides birds. The only thing I'm missing from this trip, really, as far as fulfillment, is just I'm sitting there. I just could not stop thinking about it all day. I was just like, gosh damn, dude, I want Tristan to be a part of this. So
we'll definitely figure it out.
When you pick one up, there's one of the big ones up, and I didn't pick up a giant one, just a big one, dude. You're just gonna be like, God dang, dude. It's just I couldn't believe. I was like.
Yeah, you get a good 17, 18 pounder with a head the size of a softball. When you walk up on it, you're like, God, oh my God, they're huge. No wonder they come awesome. That. Yeah, I was sending you a picture. One was that Saturday or Friday. Yeah. That was a monster. His neck was about
Oh, the one you said that was all rutted out.
Oh, he was that's not what they call it, but it looked like a deer.
Yeah.
Like his neck was gigantic.
Like that, yeah.
Then you pick him up and it slinks out. Like if you hold it up to your head and his body's still not off the ground. It's like, God, that's a huge honker. Next time we're going to oil up your foot and tattoo your arm on it.
There you go.
Yep. Okay.
We still might do that tonight if I get him drunk enough.
There you go.
We're going to tramp stamp for him. Right?
Tramp stamp on
A honker foot on his back.
That's great.
It's good to see you, brother.
All right, guys. Well, it's good to see you. It's fun hearing about it. Definitely looking forward to joining in on it.
Yeah, man.
Well, and if you guys follow us, Steph, definitely you'll see. I'm going to be sending Tristan a bunch of videos, pictures, and stuff like that. We got some pretty good little clips that you'll be able to put together and kind of sum it up, I think, in a heartbeat. So,
yeah, you have to put music over some of them.
Yeah.
Some of the misses got a little, they are not for PG-13. Maybe not rated, so. I was like, man, that was a great video. Then you hear, wow, wow. Like, oh, well, until somebody said that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, every time that happens, I'm just like, Tristan will figure it out. He'll freaking throw a Morgan banger over the top of it and everybody be like, ah! So
yeah, gotta keep my shot close not to be kill those motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
It's like that's not about that. Yeah. But Tristan's good. He can fix anything on a video. So no, but it's good talking to you, man. Can't wait to get you back up, brother.
Sounds good. Well, appreciate it. It's good talking to y'all, and yeah, sounds like a good time.
I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll figure out when we're gonna go out there and get some more deer meat.
Sounds good. All right, have a good.
I've been southbound, I've been hellbound, riding on a midnight train. Going too fast now, think I'll slow down, standing in the pouring rain.